Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Beautiful Blessed Butterfly, and today we're going to talk about stolen God. And but first, I'm going to read Genesis chapter 32, verse 28. Now, to get into the story about stolen gods, a carver carved wooden figure, a household god, had been stolen from a woman named
Ikiwa. Ikiwa.
Ichiwa.
Ikiwa. Ikiwa.
Ichiwa, so she reported it to the authority. Believing they had found the idol, law enforcement officer ties. Believing they had found the idol, law enforcement officer invited her to identify it. Is this your God? She said sadly, no, my God is much larger and more beautiful than that. People have long tried to give shape to their concept of
Deity. Deity. Deity.
deity, hoping for a handmade God to protect them. Perhaps that's why Jacob's wife Rachel stole her father's household God as they flee from Laban. Laban flee from Laban, but God had his hand on Jacob, despite the idol hidden in his camp. Later on that same journey, Jacob wrestled all night with a man. He must have understood this opportunity.
Opponent.
This opponent was with no human. Because at daybreak Jacob insists, I will not let you go unless you bless me. The man renamed him Israel, God fight, and then blessed him. Jacob called the sport
spot,
Jacob called a spot
SpeechModification.com presents how to pronounce Peniel.
Peniel.
The stress in Peniel is on the middle
Face of God, because I saw God's face through faith, and yet my life was spread.
spared,
Was spared. This God, the one true God, is infinitely
infinitely,
and
infinitely,
infinitely larger and more beautiful than anything. A true one could have ever imagined. He can't be curved.
carved,
Carved, stolen, or hidden. Yet, as Jacob learned that night, we can approach him. Jesus called his disciples to call this God our Father in heaven. Now let's get into the Bible now. Let's go to Genesis chapter 32 verse 28. And it says, then the man said, your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome. Now, let's go to Genesis chapter 31, verse 19. And it says, when Laban When Laban had gone to shear his sheep, Rachel stole her father's household gods.
sheer,
Now let's go to Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. And it said, This then is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Now, to get into the question for today, which says, how will you describe God, and how might your idea of Him be who limit? Now, I'll let you guys think about that question for a while. But the first question is, how would you describe God? Now, for the first question, when it say, how will you describe God? I will describe God as a miracle worker. I will describe Him as the sun because that's how bright He is, and peaceful, and He is love. He brings joy, and He's a healer, and He's a friend, and He's a father. And that's how I would describe Him. I would describe Him like the sun because He is bright like the sun, and can't nobody take His spot because there's only one God. And I would describe Him like the sun. And that's how I would describe. And for the second question, how might your idea of him be who limited? I'll let you guys think about the second question.
Limited.
And for me, it would be like My idea of limited, which limited means something that is little and something that is small, I would say the things that are limited to me when it means how much your idea of him be limit, meaning something might be small, like, and not actually small, but how might your idea of him be for a limit. I would say probably be worshiping, because we give a little bit of our time in worship. We give a little bit of time in pray, and we even limit our time reading His Word. And definitely, when it's time to worship, we had it limited. And but in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 10 says, if you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? Second Kings chapter 6 verse 1 says, the company of the prophet said to Elisha, look, the place where we meet with you is too small for us. Job chapter 14 verse 5 said, a person they are determined, you have decreased the number of his mouth, and has set limit he cannot exceed. And and we all get that way sometimes when we limit our time. But we limit our time in His Word, when we limit our time worshiping Him, pray, and because we give Him so little, Do that mean God would give us little because we give Him so little of our time? Do that mean God would give us little of His time? If you have time to go to the club and to hang out, and then you come back saying, I was busy, I didn't have time, but I will pray before I go to sleep. That's you limited your time and you giving Him, and you only talk to Him when you go to sleep. But yet, you go to stay home and give God more of your time the same way you do when you out hanging. Even if you read your word for an hour, just give your time to God and don't limit yourself to Him. And you can even say this prayer: Heavenly Father, forgive me for seeing you as smaller than you really are. Help me embrace the reality of who you truly are. And that is it. And that's all you have to say to God. But in John chapter 1 verse 12 says, Yet to all who did receive Him, to those who believe in His name, He gave the right to become children of God. John 1:12. And that's all you have to do. Give God a little bit of your time. But it's okay because we have all struggled. It has struggled. We all struggle with God sometimes. Just like it says in Genesis chapter 32:28. You have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome. Even if you is struggling with God, pray to God to help you understand Him more, help you with prayer, and let Him guide you. Let Him help you with your struggle and what you are struggling with, and let Him help you overcome what you're going through. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed with your that day. Remember to comment down below, like, share, subscribe, so we can help as many people as we can, especially our youth and young people like us, and older people too, and help each other out, build each other, help build each other up, and together we could change the world. Imagine everybody happy in the world, everybody getting along. Good. Imagine no more fight. Imagine what it's like just going outside, knowing there's peace, knowing nothing's gonna happen. Imagine that the world is full of peace and love, and that's what it's like when you're in God's presence. That's what it's like when you know Him, when you know God. is able. Now it is like God can give you peace and joy. He can give you understanding. He can help you with you going through. Just pray on your good day, pray on your bad day, pray when you're hurting, pray when you're in pain, pray when you're sick. Just pray to Him. And that's all you have to do. But other than that, hope you guys do the rest of your day. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, I love you. God love you very much. Make sure you seek Him and just pray for Him. Just pray, even if it's an hour, pray to Him and know that God truly loves you very much. But other than that, I love you guys. Stay encouraged. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you later. Talk to you later. Bye.